And here with Woodrow Wilson, head coach Ron Kidd. Ron, today you're celebrating the signing of your player Ben Gilliam. And Ben has been, I know, just a real big part of the program for you here for 4 years. Talk about him and what he has meant to this program.
I tell you, from his ninth grade year, we always felt like Ben was going to be a great Woodrow Wilson player. You know, each and every day he comes in and he just does whatever it takes for us to be a better basketball team, and for even himself to be a better player. He works hard each and every day. And, you know, I always say it's hard to play for Beckley, Woodrow Wilson High School, and he stuck it out for 4 years.
He seems to have gotten to a point in his career where he could be a game changer even without the ball in his hands. I mean, is that hard for a high school player to master that art?
I think it's hard for anybody to be able to do that, but he's the type of player that he really doesn't need the ball in his hand to be a game changer. He can do it on the defensive end, and you know he definitely does it by his rebounding.
What makes him such a special rebounder? I mean, I think in your opener against Shady Spring, he had like 26 rebounds, which is, I think, close to a team record. What makes him such a special rebounder?
I think this is toughness as far as wanting to be a rebounder, just reading where the ball's coming off. And, you know, we want him to be a better offensive rebounder, but defensively, he's just tremendous rebounder, just reading where the ball's going off, for getting in the right position to get the basketball.
He seems to be not necessarily the most vocal leader, but I know he's a big-time leader for you. Talk about his leadership on this team.
He's not a very vocal leader, but he leads by example, and sometimes that's better than being vocal, you know, just by playing hard. I think the last game we played against Princeton, the regular season game, just diving on the floor, that showed a whole lot of leading by example, just showing a whole lot of hustle and showing that he really wanted to win the game.
Well, I know that's the kind of player you like too. Is it safe to say he's Woodrow Wilson, for lack of a better term, an old school player?
I think he's an old school player. That's the type of player that, you know, we breed and pride ourselves on. This guys that hustle hard like that.
He's going to be able to go up to Davis and Elkins. You've got Breland Walton's up there. I think maybe Courtney Walton.
Courtney's up there.
You think it helps that he's got some guys that he's familiar with up there?
You know, Dave, anytime you go to college, it helps a whole lot when you have people that's been where you've been, like they've been Beckley basketball, so they'll help Ben to adjust to college life, which is going to be different for Ben, but he'll catch on quick. He's a smart kid.
What kind of impact do you think he can make up there?
I think he can be a great college player, you know. I think he's going to be on the perimeter. He can dribble, and he has a nice shot when he shoots the three, I always think it's going in. I think he's going to be a great college player.
You don't typically play a lot of freshmen here. Obviously, the times are changing, and you've got to but he was a guy that was able to play some for you his freshman year, and I think he actually scored in some games. Do you think that did he earn those? Which I think in Woodrow, it kind of goes without saying. He earned that time, right? But how did he do that at that age, at a program like this?
Well, when we play people, they earn their playing time. Right. You know, we don't give anybody anything. I thought Ben came in as a ninth grader, and he worked so hard in practice, so I thought he earned his time. And when he got in the game as a freshman, he proved that he could do some things.
He's a 500 rebound, 500 point guy. You look at the guys you've had come through here and have come through the program in the past. Only two have done that. What's that say about him?
That say that those two that you're talking about, Anthony Scruggs and Shea Flynn, were big-time players here, and college players also. So Ben's right in the group with them. He's doing the same thing that they did, and I just think that's a tremendous thing to be able to do that.
Do you feel that he and the team are starting maybe to peak at the right time? You played an awfully tough schedule. I don't know of anybody else that's played 9 of the top 10 teams in the AP poll. Do you think he and the team are starting to come together? I mean, I know you've got to go out and earn those wins, but do you think you're starting to play better now?
I think we're playing much better at this point. I just wish we had a little more time the regular season to get them even more gel, but I think they're starting to gel at this point, and kind of the right time of the season to start doing that.
Do you feel like that with playing that team, those teams you play, you're tournament ready?
I think anytime you play top teams, that's real good.
Everybody's going to be there. Right?
Yeah, everybody's going to be at the state tournament probably. I think that makes you ready.
You were able to get 18 games in, too. A lot of people weren't able to do that. A lot of people shut down programs just to try to avoid and stay eligible. Do you feel kind of blessed that you were able to get those 18 that you were allowed to play this year in?
I think very blessed to be able to get our 18 games in. We're just thankful that our kids got to play, Dave. That's the most important thing. They played 18. They got to play. I know everybody else didn't, but I'm just thankful that we got to play 18 games.
Why do you think that was? I mean, you guys actively went out and played. You played anyone, and you played people from all over the state.
I just think it was a blessing, you know. It was for a reason and a purpose, so, you know.
Just keep it going.
Just keep
in
it
the
going.
postseason.
Yeah,
All
keep
right.
it going.
Ron, as always, I appreciate you, my
Thank
friend.
you, Dave.
Take care.